DartDiagnostics. Diagnostics in the blink of an eye.
Good afternoon. My name is Patricia. I'm here representing our team, DartDiagnostics. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about food safety. So I'm sure you'll relate to food poisoning. We felt its symptoms are not very nice. And the major player in this public health problem is Salmonella. So Salmonella, just in the US, per year, causes 1 million cases and can even result in deaths, about 380 deaths. People are dying from Salmonella infections. When it comes to the costs of these infections, these contaminations in food, it accounts for $3.7 billion just in the US per 1 year. So this has severe implications in health, but for the companies, they have to make product recalls. It is devastating for their reputation and for their brand. Now, let me go through an example. We have this big company in America, peanuts. That's their product. We don't think of Salmonella when thinking of peanuts. But yeah, they were a big company, 20,000 employees. They had to order a vast recall, and still there were deaths related to this peanuts contamination. The ultimate outcome was for them to close doors. The company went bankruptcy, and other companies that were dependent on this company actually were struggling and losing money as well. So why does this happen? We should be able to avoid Salmonella outbreaks. So companies test their product. Of course they do it. But the tendency in the industry is to send product to external labs. And they have to wait to get those results. Meanwhile, they're shipping the product, and the product is reaching markets, us. The product is reaching us, while the companies are still waiting for the results. Why does testing for Salmonella take so long? So the problem is the number of Salmonella to get a detection. So the essential step in the test to detect Salmonella is to let it grow for a while. They need to multiply the bacteria, and it's usually called the enrichment step. What they do next is they attach a reporter molecule, those little things right there, and then they produce a signal, then they can detect. So if they have only one bacteria, it's not possible to get enough signal to be detectable. What we offer with our solution is to get from few bacteria to an amplification module. We assemble our add-on, our technology, on top of one bacteria and create an elongation that can then link that one bacteria to several reporters. This will mimic lots of reporter molecules and increase the signal. That's why we call it an amplification platform. So this resulted in our product. Our product is a food safety diagnostic kit for Salmonella, and at this stage, directed at the food industry. This will allow the companies to have faster results. They will be able to detect a contaminated sample within 1 to 3 hours, which is huge compared to days that it takes nowadays. So the main sentence that describes our technology, the main goal, is to keep contaminated food from reaching the market. And with this comes all the benefits, either for us, customers that go to the shop and buy peanuts, not just eggs or meat, but even the peanuts. And of course, for the companies. They are able to save money if they keep the contaminated food out of the market. The need, when we talk to our contacts, is either it's a great need in the market. The market needs this. Either the diagnostic, like in Roche, they are also looking for this strategy, and now we can offer it. So how do we go from having a product for food safety and introducing it to the market. So, like I said before, the tendency is to send the samples to the external labs. And by now, we do not want to disrupt this chain that is already established. They have the contacts. So we make those external labs our customers. We're going to sell to them. And worldwide, per year, the salmonella testing in the external labs is worth $1.2 billion. This leads us to our roadmap. So the R&D phase is completed. We have a technology proof of concept, and it was all done with public funding. We now need an extra funding, of course. We are aiming for 1.4 million, this time in euros. And we need to have a market-ready product. This is what we're going to use the money at first, scale up and start selling. Of course, we don't want to stop here. We already envision a pipeline, and we want to extend our product, our technology, to other bacteria, to other food pathogens. This is very easy to do because, like I said, we have a platform that is attachable to bacteria. So in less than 6 months, maybe even less than that, we can have new products reaching the market consecutively. So not just for salmonella, other products will come quickly. This will lead to market expansion, so we can easily get to other food pathogens at the first stage of expansion. And then we want to get the industry change. We want to start reaching the producers. So no more sending samples outside the factory. We want them to test in situ. We want them to have immediate feedback of what they're producing. And of course, we want to move out of the regional market and also address the European. So this is our financial prospects, and we are pricing our kit at 15 euros. So it is a premium price, but I need to remind you that we are adding value through the speed that we bring to the tests. We are beginning sales by the end of year 2, beginning of year 3. And of course, the revenue grows from there on. Now, just introducing the team. So Ivo is the one working for the longest in this project. Me and Anna joined him a few years ago, about 2 years ago, of course, bringing some of our expertise in other areas. We, of course, have to thank all the help we had from management students and our mentors. And just to wrap up, this is the main idea. So we want to, in the future, of course, in the big future, we want to disrupt the industry. We want companies to prevent the outbreaks and not have to react to them, not have to make the recalls and lose the money and people getting sick. We want them to prevent this to happen. The companies will now have a new tool. They can test in situ, have their results there, save lives, time, and money. Thank you very much.